In Civ 6, or Civilization 6, you can spend hours in your lab creating the perfect strategy for each civ, but what if you don't have time for all that? What if you can't spend tens of hours on Civilization 6 because, God forbid, you have a life? In this video, I'll be giving a quick strategy for every leader in 5 seconds or less. Don't hold me to those exact numbers. For Macedon, you want to beeline ironworking and spam units after your unique barracks to get science and a strong military, while using Hypaspis to take out 1 or 2 civs for the snowball. For Nubia, settle near desert for your pyramids and take out an early civ or city-state with your archers before transitioning to science and growth for your districts. For Gaul, get your oppidum for free, apprenticeship technology, and man-at-arms 50 turns earlier than usual, and then proceed to destroy everyone until the Renaissance. For Vietnam, declare an early war, take out their units in your territory before invading, or just get a good peace deal off of them. Surround your thans with other districts for double-digit culture and tourism for each than. For Byzantium, focus on culture and monuments early game while getting a religion and crusade, while building your hippodromes until there's 1 turn remaining for each one, get monarchy for your unique cavalry unit, and then finish each hippodrome for a free heavy cavalry Tagma army in 1 turn. For Black Queen Catherine, early war with Diblo visibility if you can, if not, that's okay. Afterwards, you'll want to build up your economy and spam wonders from the medieval to the industrial era, then you'll want to beeline rock bands to finish off the culture game. For Magnificence Catherine, Court Festival. That's it. Collect those luxuries like Pokemon cards and watch with disbelief as your Court Festival project gives you a culture victory. For Chandragupta, your Varu to wipe out units with archer support should give you a decent early game army, and then you'll want to go the regular domination route with your War of Territorial Expansion thing for a big bonus and domination victory is assured. For Egypt, use your Sphinx and Wonder bonus to get a big boost in culture and tourism, and then get some alliance bonuses with your trader, as every civ will want your food and you'll be swimming in money from all those trade routes. For Persia, you get your immortals, declare a surprise war, make peace after 10 turns, rinse and repeat with advanced military units. For Carthage, get the Kothon Ancestral Hall and Colonization Policy card before spamming out as many settlers as you can. You can easily get over 30 cities this way in the right game. For Eleanor, get as many slots as possible and buy great works to get as much loyalty pressure as possible, especially as English Eleanor where you can trade iron and coal for as many great works as you can. As Germany, beeline your Hanzas and just build whatever you want, I don't know. As long as you don't go the Schmittler route, Germany should be fine. For Gandhi, ignore the urge to sleep with your underage niece naked, and instead get stepwells and control other religions while trying a culture or science victory. It works best if you get a religion for world church or tourism boosts. For Genghis Khan, build some horsemen and attack enemy civs you have trading posts to for at least 6 extra combat strength. Make sure the trading post is as far as possible and take the city that has it last, rinse and repeat with Keshigs and advanced units. For Gilgamesh, use war carts for an early rush, and if that doesn't work, build ziggurats for a science bonus, and get a military alliance ASAP for 10 combat strength for all units when at war with a common foe as your ally. For Indonesia, districts on lakes can save you as much faith as possible on an archipelago preferably, before you can spam out junks and frigates with all that faith and go for a naval blitzkrieg blitz. For Gorgo, kill barbs for culture and attack city-states and civs to do the same when you can. Real domination starts when you get the Alhambra, Forbidden City, and Fascismo for as many military slots and extra combat strength as you can get. For Babylon, get your Palgum and then beeline plains. Just follow the Eurekas like Indiana Jones and you'll make the tech difference in the colonization of America look like a joke. For Norway, pillage everybody before making peace, rinse and repeat as all your melee boats can pillage coasts and the Berserker pillages at reduced costs. As Japan, if your districts have breathing room, you're playing them wrong. Go for a culture victory and get samurai on the way for some side conquest, as your theater squares will be huge with their adjacency. For Poland, get a religion, crusade, culture bomb, and then attack for a nice bonus against the city. Get Mont Saint Michel for martyr apostles and therefore relics, which you'll really want. As the Khmer, get the river goddess pantheon and put holy sites on rivers. Spam growth and get 20 population in each city ASAP while you get your prasats for 20 tourism in every city. As Portugal, fill the map with as many civs as possible and watch the yields roll in as you'll have all those trade routes. Portugal is limited by nothing except your CPU's processing power. For Australia, you want to settle on rivers on the coast for 9 total housing while keeping breathtaking tiles for the districts you want for your victory type, although in my opinion science is the best. As Sweden, settle on as many different types of terrain as possible before spamming out your open-air museums and getting a culture victory. For Kublai Khan, get your Eurekas and play as Mongolia so you get immediate trading posts for the immediate +6 Diplo combat strength. As Kupe, spend as much time as you need for a good city. Your bonuses are insanely good, so don't worry about settling too fast. After that, spam your palisades for culture or just go for science, honestly. For Lady 6 guy, 6 tiles around the capital are yours. Settle them, get farms, plantations, and ancestral hall for 2 free builders per city, and quickly declare war, kill their units when they come towards your cities with your holchas, and get a good peace deal before going for a science victory. For the Mapuche, look for who's in a golden age and wipe them out. Alternatively, dramatic ages is the best game mode for them because you'll have 10 combat strength against everybody. In Mali, if life can occur on the tiles, you don't want it. If you're not settling the Sahara Desert, you're doing it wrong. Spam settlers on desert and Sugabas for as many traders as possible and money to buy everything. As Hungary, get Himiko with the Heroes game mode, and then get ironworking before upgrading city-state units for cheap, and damn near 60 combat strength swordsmen, which yeah, at that point, that's curtains. With Ethiopia, settle on hills and pray as hard as you possibly can, get as much faith, beeline rock-hewn churches for more faith and tourism before going for a culture victory. As the Aztecs, attack everybody you can see for builders and keep going until the medieval era where your Jaguar warriors aren't that good. It also prevents the enemy AI from settling near you so you don't have to worry about forward settling, then go for science or domination if you took some cities and started to snowball. For the Congo, beeline artists and relics ASAP for insanely strong cities. Get Mont Saint Michel for the same. Go for culture, but science is just as viable as your huge cities will make China look like the Sahara. For the Incans, every mountain tile is surrounded by terrace farms adjacent to it, unless there is a really good spot for a campus, and aside from that, go for science since food and production is what you want. As Brazil, keep your rainforest for science adjacency, maybe get the Rainforest Sacred Path Pantheon, and then try to get a couple great people for the Great People Snowball to get rolling. To do that, get campuses before anything else. For Pericles, find city-states you can definitely keep as allies and focus on them for 5% culture for each city-state. Beeline culture wonders and rock bands for an easy culture win. As the Russians, avoid Ukraine and Japan at all costs and focus on Faith and Dance of the Aurora for huge production boosts. With all that faith from Dance of the Aurora, go for Religious Victory and Tundra City spam. As the Spaniards, you'll want to find another continent ASAP, settle a city on there, and then set up a trade route between your cities on both continents. Aside from that, it's a regular game as you can use your conquistadors with some missionaries to go for a domination religious hybrid. For the Cree, it's pretty simple. Build Mekiwops and then just go for a science victory. Your alliances with every civ will allow you to get full visibility, and aside from that, it's a regular game, and your Criticlaws aren't that bad. As China, get the pyramids first before any other ancient classical wonders you can for your builders for Eurekas. After that, focus on science or culture while trying to get as many Eurekas as possible. For Scotland, get your cities as happy as can be for great people points and extra science and production for an easy science win in Civilization VI. As Arabia, don't really focus on religion as you do get the last prophet. While it might be tempting to get Mamluks and then recreate 9/11 with late-game bombers, go for science or religion with your cheap warship building and madrasa. As the Koreans, don't build anything near a Siawan and surround it with mines and farms for more yields, and the rationalism policy card. Focus on governors in your big cities for 3% bonuses for each promotion. As the Zulu, get a Condas for a swordsman, then Impy Rush, capture cities with regular units to get free cores, and use your early core and army advantage for an almost unstoppable domination advantage in the early game. As Gran Colombia, get a horseman rush and save your Comandante generals for your Llanero bombard rush to end off the game. With your speed, you shouldn't really leave the Renaissance with anyone else alive, and the Hacienda is a top-tier building to help you in your needs. For the Ottomans, wipe out every other civ in existence with Janissaries and Bombards. I wouldn't recommend catapults, although go for an early swordsman rush, as when you upgrade into Janissaries eventually, you'll get a free promotion for an easy tier 4. For Georgia, get a religion and then go for Diplo victory. I don't know, Georgia's pretty hard. For Bull Moose Teddy, breathtaking tiles near mountains are your best friends. Just watch out for appeal and get national parks if you can, and go for full science or film studio. For Rough Rider Teddy, roleplay Manifest Destiny on your home continent and use that advantage for a domination win. Get some city-state allies by giving envoys to cities you have a trader with. For Scythia, don't build Saka horse archers, build horsemen, and then go to war with everybody for as many early cities as possible and an easy snowball. As the Romans, Legion Rush with Settler Spam combo for as many monuments as possible and an early oligarchy for more legionnaire spam. Finally, settle down for a nice science, domination, or culture victory. As the English, get on an archipelago map and get that great lighthouse to give you the most powerful navy in the game. Get some frigates and battleships with your bonus to coal mines, and get a domination win. For Canada, settle as much tundra as you can after settling more preferable tiles to stop the AI from growing, and then go for a diplomatic culture hybrid with Diplo and tourism generation with Mounties and ice hockey rinks. And finally, as the Netherlands, the most powerful industrial zones in the game, aqueducts, dams, and the river bonus, not to mention all your other districts on rivers, giving you an easy science win with a unique frigate with damage to districts.